BTC market now extremely bearish, says CryptoQuant. Asia morning briefing. On-chain metrics shows BTC entering an extremely bearish phase, with potential downside to $91,000 or even $72,000 if key support fails, though Glassnode sees it as a mid-cycle correction rather than full capitulation. Welcome to Asia Morning Briefing, a daily summary of top stories during U.S. hours and an overview of market moves and analysis. For a detailed overview of U.S. markets, see CoinDesk's Crypto Daybook Americas. Bitcoin hovered around $101,000 as the Friday trading day began in Hong Kong, as on-chain analytics firm CryptoQuant warned that market conditions have turned extremely bearish. In its latest weekly report, CryptoQuant said Bitcoin's drop under the 365-day moving average of $102,000 marked the loss of a key technical and psychological support that previously defined the bottom of this bull cycle. The firm's Bull Score Index, a composite measure of market strength, has fallen to zero for the first time since June 2022, a signal last seen before the previous bear market. CryptoQuant added that traders' on-chain realized price bands now point to potential downside targets near $72,000 if BTC fails to recover above $100,000 soon. It also identified the $91,000 region, based on Metcalfe's network valuation model, as the next structural support level. Failure to reclaim the 365-day moving average quickly could trigger a much larger correction, the firm said. The report follows weeks of weakening fundamentals, including falling inflows, reduced network activity, and a flattening of key on-chain valuation metrics. CryptoQuant analysts said the setup now resembles late 2021, when a similar break below the long-term average confirmed the start of a prolonged drawdown. Still, this view is not universal. In a report from earlier this week titled, Defending $100,000, Glassnode wrote that the market remains cautious, oversold, but not yet deeply capitulated, with 71% of supply still in profit and unrealized losses contained to just 3.1% of market cap. While long-term holders are selling and ETF outflows continue, Glassnode says the current phase is a mid-cycle correction rather than the start of a bear market. BTC. Bitcoin slipped as low as $100,420 overnight before recovering slightly to trade around $101,000 in Asia hours, extending a week-long decline that's wiped nearly 7% from its value. ETH. Ether fell to an intraday low of $3,285 before edging back to $3,310 in early Asia trading, down about 2% on the day and roughly 13% over the past week. Gold rebounded toward the $4,000 level on Wednesday, rising as much as 1.5% to $3,989.53 an ounce as investors sought safety amid a global equities sell-off, even as strong U.S. jobs data tempered expectations for further Fed rate cuts. Nikkei 225. Asia-Pacific markets opened lower Friday, tracking Wall Street's tech-led sell-off as AI stocks like Nvidia, Microsoft, and Palantir slumped, while investors awaited China's trade data expected to show weaker exports and imports. Correction, November 7th. 6 o'clock Universal Time Coordinated corrects attribution of bearish comment in headline. What DraftKings and FanDuel prediction market plays mean for the sports betting biz. Decrypt. Samurai wallet developer sentenced to 5 years in prison for unlicensed money transmitting. CoinDesk. Central Bank of Ireland fines Coinbase Europe $25 million for breaching anti-money laundering monitoring obligations. The Block.